Have you ever caught your cat staring at the speaker while music plays, tail flicking, eyes half-lidded, looking like they're deep in thought? Maybe you've even imagined they have a favorite song, something classy, like Beethoven, or maybe they're more of a jazz cat. But here's the real question. Do cats actually enjoy music, or are we just projecting our own love for it onto them? Cats experience the world differently from us, and that includes sound. Their ears are finely tuned to pick up the tiny scurrying of a mouse or the distant rustling of prey. But music, that's a whole different story. What sounds soothing to us might be nothing more than background noise, or even an annoying hum to them. And yet, some cats do seem to respond to certain types of music. So what's going on here? Is there a secret feline appreciation for melody and rhythm, or is it just wishful thinking on our part? Let's dig into the science, the myths, and some surprising discoveries about how our whiskered companions perceive music. Because if your cat does have a favorite song, it's probably not what you think. If you've ever called your cat from across the house and they completely ignored you, but then a treat bag crinkles from 3 rooms away and they come running, you already know. Cats hear things very differently than we do. Their ears are basically built-in sound amplifiers designed to pick up the faintest noises, the tiniest rustle of a mouse in the grass, or the high-pitched chirp of a bird. But how does that translate to music? Unlike humans, who hear best in the mid-range frequencies, cats have an audio sweet spot that's much higher, up to 64 kilohertz, more than 3 times what we can hear. That means while we're vibing to the bass line of a song, your cat might not even notice it. But if there's a high-pitched violin note or a squeaky flute sound, that could be a different story. Cats also process sound in a way that's more instinctual than emotional, where we might get chills from a powerful chorus or feel nostalgic when we hear an old song. A cat's brain is wired to react to sound based on survival. Sudden erratic noises can make them skittish, while steady, rhythmic tones, especially those resembling purring, can actually be soothing. So when you're blasting your favorite playlist, your cat isn't swaying to the beat or analyzing the lyrics. They're picking up on pitch, rhythm, and whether or not what they're hearing feels safe, familiar, or just plain annoying. And that brings us to the big question. If they don't hear music the way we do, does that mean they don't enjoy it at all? Well, not exactly. If you've ever played your favorite song for your cat, hoping they'd sway along or at least give you an approving slow blink, you were probably met with nothing. No reaction, no tail flick of appreciation, just an indifferent stare, or worse, an annoyed ear twitch. That's because, according to science, most human music is completely irrelevant to cats. Research has shown that animals, including cats, respond best to sounds that match the frequencies and tempos they naturally encounter in their own world. Human music is designed for human ears. It's built around our vocal range, our heart rate, and the patterns that feel pleasing to us. But to a cat, it's just noise. The deep bass, the sweeping melodies, the emotional crescendos, none of it means anything to them. In fact, studies have tested this theory. When researchers played classical music, pop songs, and even heavy metal for cats, the results were underwhelming. No significant reaction at all. But when they introduced music specifically designed for feline ears, using frequencies similar to purring and kitten suckling sounds, the cats showed real interest. They rubbed against the speakers, purred, and even relaxed visibly. So no, your cat isn't secretly a fan of Mozart, nor are they jamming to your favorite rock playlist when you're not home. But that doesn't mean they don't have a taste for music. It just has to be music made for them. If your cat doesn't care about your music, does that mean they don't like music at all? Not quite. It turns out, cats do respond to music, just not the kind we make for ourselves. Instead, they prefer something tailored to their unique hearing range and natural rhythms. Enter cat-specific music, scientifically designed compositions that actually capture a feline audience. Researchers have discovered that cats react positively to sounds that mimic the ones they associate with comfort, like purring, soft chirping, or the rhythmic suckling of a nursing kitten. These aren't just random noises. They're embedded into carefully composed melodies that match a cat's natural vocal range, usually higher pitched and more fluid than human music. One of the most well-known studies on this was conducted by animal behaviorists who played custom-made cat music to a group of felines. The response was clear. Cats showed significantly more interest, approaching the speakers, rubbing against them, and even purring. Some cats even appeared visibly calmer, as if they were enjoying a relaxing spa session. This isn't just a gimmick. Cat-specific music has been used in vet clinics and animal shelters to reduce stress and anxiety. So while your cat may not be a fan of your playlist, they might just have their own. And if you've never tried playing music designed specifically for them, you might be missing out on the chance to give them an entirely new sensory experience. Music has the power to change our mood, helping us relax, focus, or even feel energized. But can it do the same for cats? The answer is a resounding yes, when it's the right kind of music. While your cat won't be moved by a dramatic symphony or feel nostalgia from an old pop song, certain sounds can absolutely influence their emotional state. Studies have shown that soft, slow, and rhythmic tones, especially those mimicking purring or gentle, high-pitched murmurs, can have a calming effect on cats. That's why some veterinarians and animal shelters use specially composed feline music to help ease anxiety in stressed cats. In these settings, music has been found to lower heart rates, reduce signs of agitation, and even encourage relaxation. But the opposite is also true. Loud, chaotic music with abrupt changes in tempo or pitch can make cats anxious. Fast beats, heavy percussion, and deep bass don't align with their natural soundscape and can be overstimulating, even triggering a stress response. Ever noticed your cat suddenly leaving the room when you turn up the volume? That's not a coincidence. They're likely overwhelmed. Some cats even develop personal preferences. While one cat might visibly relax to gentle harp music, another might perk up at something with a bit more movement, like soft, rhythmic chimes. The key is observing their behavior. Do they stay close, blink slowly, or even start purring? Or do their ears twitch in irritation, signaling that they'd rather enjoy the silence? Music isn't just background noise for cats. It can influence their mood, either soothing or stressing them out. So if you want to create a peaceful environment, consider adding some cat-friendly tunes to their daily routine. You might just turn their nap time into a full-on relaxation retreat. So if cats can react to music, how do you figure out what kind of tunes your feline friend actually enjoys? Simple. You test it. But don't just blast a random playlist and hope for the best. Cats are subtle creatures, and their musical preferences require a little patience and observation. Start by playing different types of sounds at a low volume. Try a piece of classical music, then switch to something with soft instrumentals, like a harp or piano. After that, introduce cat-specific music, tunes designed with feline-friendly frequencies and tempos. Watch how your cat responds. Do they stay relaxed? Do they move closer to the speaker? Maybe they give you a slow blink of approval? If so, you might be onto something they like. On the flip side, if their ears start twitching, their tail flicks, or they simply leave the room, it's a clear sign they're not a fan. Cats don't fake enthusiasm. If they don't like something, they'll let you know. And if they seem completely indifferent, it might just mean that particular sound isn't interesting to them. Another fun way to test their taste? Play music during different activities. See if they're more receptive to relaxing tunes while napping, or if they perk up to certain sounds during playtime. Some cats respond positively to gentle, rhythmic beats, while others seem to prefer near silence. One thing's for sure, cats don't enjoy loud, chaotic music, so keep it soft and subtle. If you find a sound they seem to enjoy, try incorporating it into their routine, whether during cuddle time or just as a way to create a soothing atmosphere at home. Who knows? Your cat might just have a new favorite song. You just have to let them show you. So, do cats enjoy music? Not in the way we do, but that doesn't mean they're completely indifferent to sound. The truth is, most human music just doesn't register as anything meaningful to them. It's built for our ears, our emotions, and our sense of rhythm, none of which align with the feline experience. But when music is designed with their world in mind, featuring the right frequencies, tempos, and familiar sounds, cats can and do respond. The key is understanding that cats experience sound in a more instinctual way. A melody won't make them feel nostalgic, but a soft, purring-like rhythm can soothe them. Harsh beats might stress them out, while gentle, flowing sounds can create a sense of calm. And while some cats will show a clear reaction to music, others might just prefer the sweet sound of silence. So, if you've ever thought about curating a playlist for your cat, now you know what to look for. Swap out the human hits for feline-friendly tunes. Pay attention to their body language and let them decide what they actually enjoy. Who knows? You might just discover that your cat has a surprisingly refined taste in music, just not the kind you expected. And if you try it, let us know. Does your cat have a favorite song? Drop a comment, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more clawsome content.